What's up, guys? It's QP, and I'm going to be bringing you guys some Domination on Hardhat, and boy, oh boy, have I found a little treat for you on this map, but I'm not going to share that at this point in time. I want to talk just a second about the YouTube live streaming. Guys, if I am playing Xbox, I am live streaming on YouTube. So feel free, as you wish, if you are watching, to send me an invite if we've got room. However, tonight is a special occasion. It's Saturday. Tonight is going to be the night that we are going to be playing some Race to Commander with the boys. There's going to be some alcohol consumed and some shenanigans occurring, so check that shit out. This is just a pretty standard domination game. I felt it was pretty exciting. I feel like I did a really good job of locking down my side of the map whenever I get to that point. But these guys that we were playing were not the best. But I have found something. Like, I've always had the opinion with this map that it is very, very ring around the rosy. I'm not a big fan of ring around the rosy maps. Because you're constantly trading flags, you're constantly moving spawns, you are always putting yourself in a position to get shot in the back, and as we all know, with the frustrations that come with this game, getting shot in the back is one of the worst. Like, it drives me up a fucking wall. So one of the things that I've tried to do is I'm trying to find certain setups and certain lineups to be able to hold a spawn trap in a spawn point on Domination. First of all, I want to apologize right now before I get too far into this. The Q-Tips Domination session, I do plan on doing that as soon as I can. For those of you guys that aren't aware, I have recently sold my house, and most of my shit is packed up. And we're really busy with trying to find a new home and that kind of shit, so I just haven't had the time to be able to, you know, get the footage I need for that to get that put together, because I think that that's something that's going to be very, very helpful for you guys as your teams. But what you're seeing me do is we have B and C, and what I'm learning on this map is that seems to be the better combination to have. And the reason that is because the A spawn trap, I don't know why I never even thought of this, but you are going to see that pop up right now in your left hand corner of the screen. But this is something that sits there, and it's pretty ridiculous. They'll stay here unless they can get pushed up into center section. If you get somebody in there in that center section, that's going to hold their spawn back here at A, and you can rain down your air support on them, and there's not a whole hell of a lot they can do. They can try and cut through construction, but that's a pretty easy cutoff if you've got guys set up over by bulldozer or over by cement bags. It's ridiculous. The C, at one point in time, I always thought that the C was the better spawn trap, but after playing this game and trying this a couple times, I have found that this is a lot more user-friendly. It's a lot more easier to do. As long as typically you have one strong player on your team, you know, have that person hold down on the center section, which is not what I'm doing. We had some beasts and some legends in here with me, with Weeder and with Slap Happy Nuns, and you'll see the other team was not, it really wasn't that good because of the outcome of the game. I mean, there's one point in this game to where there's more air support up than I think I've ever seen in a single game. There were Reapers up, back-to-back AC 130s. You know, we got MOABs. We got all kinds of crazy shit going on, and it was... I would assume that what we did to these guys in this gameplay is probably illegal in at least 18 states. I'm not real sure how many states sodomy is illegal, but I'm pretty sure it's at least 18. And this was an ass raping. Some little quick tips that I kind of want to talk about and something that I want you guys to really work on, because I'm getting back in the habit of it. So I know a lot of people are probably kind of getting at that point. You know, after you get seasoned into a game long enough, you start to think that you can do something that you shouldn't. And I want to talk about chasing down enemies. Chasing your enemy kill, or putting some shots in the guy, letting him know that you're there, and then chasing him around a building, into a hallway, wherever. That only is going to typically run into a couple scenarios. You would probably say I don't know, maybe a 1 in 10 chance of getting that kill. And that guy's got a bazillion different options of setting up and waiting for you. What you see throughout this gameplay is a lot of these guys, again, like I've said in my past Q-tip sessions, trying to revenge kill me. It doesn't work out to anybody's benefit. Yeah, you might get a little bit of satisfaction if you get me with the dead man's hand, you know, the atomic fart, or, you know, fucking final stand, or whatever in the hell that pile of shit is called now. You know, I don't really care. But don't do it. There's not really any point. If you can't get the kill, if you can't get a good setup on the person, move on. You know, there's nothing wrong with moving on. I've been watching, I've kind of been going back and watching a lot of my gameplay, and just trying to review and trying to pick up on things that I'm doing that I know that I shouldn't be doing. And I have to say that that is the number one thing that I'm doing. I'm either A, sprinting too much, B, chasing kills, or C, reloading, calling in UAVs, doing those types of things at bad times. I have a really, really bad, a really fucking bad reload habit. Like, if I take a couple shots, I will automatically reload. That's something that's got to change. That's something that I need to work on. I was doing very well when the game first came out and avoided it, but for some reason now I feel like if I go in half cocked, you guys didn't think I'd make a cock reference, but I did. They are unavoidable. Unfucking avoidable. But no, I for some reason I don't feel like if I go in with a full ammo, I might run into too many people, which, if you run into multiples, the odds of you actually having a successful, I guess a little successful stint, is if they're just dumb and your auto aim doesn't tug too much. And I make a cocky and a tug reference all in the same commentary. This is golden. Oh, man. Anyways, guys, this video is about wrapping up. As you guys could tell, I did end up getting a MOAB because I was being a dick, spawn trapping them and just basically kill farming them. They were not the best group of players out there, but you know what? They did their best. But yeah, check out that ADOM spawn trap on this map, guys. It's pretty fucking raunchy. They're not at an elevated point. They don't really have any advantage coming out of here, and you can do some work. So please, 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 guys, come over and visit me whenever I'm live streaming. I love hanging out with you guys. I love chit-chatting and all that kind of fun shit. And I think I get shit on here. Like, this always seems to happen. Like, you know, you may have an accomplishment, and then it's like, I don't know, all of a sudden these guys started pulling stealth bombers out of their ass, and yeah, it wasn't working for me. It seems like every time I turned around after I got my MOAB, I got a stealth bomber just dropped directly on my dome, which kind of sucked, but it is what it is. So yeah, guys, check out the live streams. They are recorded and they are posted up after they are done. So that's pretty sweet. So even if you do miss it, you can always hop on over there. I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic here a little bit and say thank you for watching. Please remember to like or dislike, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to go render out some RTC videos. I'll see you guys later.